High School. We're about 5 minutes away from starting lineups. It's Joel Krausar and the Discover Muscatine Sports Network, along with my partner Terry Youngbauer. Boys basketball action here tonight, and Mississippi Athletic bragging rights on the line as the Davenport Assumption Knights are in town for the fourth game of the season for both of these teams. Assumption is 1-2 on the year with victory over Davenport West, who defeated Muscatine just the other night. They have two losses, Coach. One to Dubuque Wahlert Catholic, 71-82, a high-scoring affair up in Dubuque. And then Pleasant Valley defeated them on Friday night, 42-50. So a close ball game there, lower scoring. Whenever you play Pleasant Valley, it's going to be a slowed-down tempo. The Muskies 0-3 losses to City High, Clinton, and West to begin the season. But looking for a step forward for new head coach Luke Chiarelli's program tonight.
Absolutely. I'd like to tell them they don't have a tough opponent in front of them tonight, but I think Assumption's
third last year,
right? And their 1-2 record's a little deceiving. That first loss was in overtime to Wahlert, the one you mentioned, and Wallert's a very good team. And then I think Pleasant Valley would be the early front runner in the MAC, I believe, according to most of the coaches, and they lost by 8, 50-42 last Friday. So. And then, of course, we saw Davenport West, and we know how athletic and quick they are.
Right, 40 minutes of hell.
Yes, and they handled them, beat them by 15. So, like I say, just looking on paper, I think we got a tough team in front of us tonight.
Assumption led by Noah Mack, the senior guard, at 24.3 points per game. But we got a little inside scouting report from my former coach, your former colleague, Hank Murray, who coached Rico Bird, the point guard for Assumption at Rock Island Alleman. Says he's a great ball handler and he can really facilitate offense, a left-handed player who's a good shooter. So both guards are very strong and capable for this night team led by Joe Ewan, the head coach. He's assisted by Brian Klosterman, Kevin Cron, and Roman Youngblood. And then for the Muskies, head coach Luke Chiarelli in his first year as the head man after several seasons as an assistant in the program. And then longtime assistant, my very first coach, Joel Witchers, his assistant. And then Brandon Van Zant, the head sophomore coach, also assisting the Muskies. Now, we mentioned Dubuque Wahlert right up there on the Iowa-Wisconsin border. Now, I got a little bit of some inside information. You're with native Wisconsin.
Yes, absolutely.
Leading scorer in Sussex-Hamilton high school history for 20 years until Brady Ellingson, former Iowa Hawkeye, and Drake Bulldog, your alma mater. I don't know all these things about you, Coach, that you're one of the 100 greatest players in the history of Wisconsin high school basketball.
Well, and the coach's son, Cam Cerrone, broke it before Brady broke it,
okay.
And then Brady broke his record. So there have been a lot of great players to come through Sussex-Hamilton, and those are just two of them. There's many, many other great players, but really a great school, have a lot of fond memories, and love Wisconsin. Gotta love it.
Are you a Badger fan?
I'm a Badger fan.
I didn't know that. We'll have to just let bygones be bygones, and we can move on. But actually, interesting enough, my college roommate, one of my roommates, is the head of the Badger wrestling club. So he handles a lot of the wrestlers after they move on. But we'll talk wrestling more on Thursday as we have a triangular here on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network. It's all hoops all night long. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with the starting lineups on your Muscatine Power and Water pregame show.
Affordable Metal Manufacturing provides cut-to-length rolled metal panels for commercial, residential, and agricultural roofing. We take pride in delivering our products with a short lead time, normally 3 days or less. Our panels are cut to the nearest eighth of an inch for greater efficiency and less waste. Affordable Metal can even roll your panels on site. Call today for a free quote and let us become your preferred supplier. Affordable Metal Manufacturing. Our business is rolling.
Arty's Ice Cream and Grill, 609 West 5th Street, Wilton, Iowa.
And welcome back to Muscatine High School. It's Joel Krausar and the Discover Muscatine Sports Network, along with the coach, Terry Youngbauer, the winningest coach in Muscatine High School basketball history, as the Muscatine Muskies face Davenport Assumption. It's the Muscatine Power and Water pregame show. This MAC conference action brought to you all season long by First National Bank of Muscatine, Affordable Metal Manufacturing, and the Eastern Iowa Power Washers. Our starting lineups brought to you by Bear of Muscatine. Starting for the visiting Assumption Knights, number 1, the 6'1 junior Rico Bird at point guard. J.J. Stratman, number 3, a 6'3 senior forward for the Knights. Noah Mack, the leading scorer, wears number 5, averages almost 25 per game as the 6-foot guard. And then Luke Klosterman, a junior forward, 6 feet 3 inches tall. And then Sean Kopp, the starting center, at 6 foot 4 inches for the Knights, another senior in this veteran lineup. For the Muskies, leading off is their starting point guard, Braden Hufford, the 6'3 guard. Connor Christensen getting the start tonight, the 6 foot forward. He had a nice showing last time out, and he's rewarded with a start. Dante Lee, another senior guard, 6'1", getting the start. And then Luke Wieskamp, the 6'5 freshman, getting his 3rd start of the season. And then Diamond Craigie, who really came on strong in that game against Davenport West, the 6'4 forward. Key for the Muskies tonight, Coach, is kind of staying out of foul trouble. That's what they were not able to do against West the other night.
Absolutely. Keep Assumption off the free throw line. They're a good free throw shooting team. Keep our guys on the floor. As you mentioned, it's nice to see Connor in the starting lineup. He's a guy that may not, score a ton of points for you, but he does a lot of things that don't show up in the stats. Hustles, plays good defense, gives up his body, took a couple charges last week, so great to see that.
And when you have a good athlete like that who understands defensive concepts, and you see that from the multiple sports that he plays, those transition well, he can help really when you play a veteran team like this who has good ball handlers to disrupt that. Sometimes it's just about getting in the way and figuring out and anticipating the offensive move. And that's what I know Coach Sorelli is looking forward to tonight, seeing if he gets some defensive stops out of that senior.
Absolutely, and as you said, that's the stuff that's infectious. Other kids pick up on that. And Connor's a good leader, and he's going to always keep his poise out there.
Hufford, who came on hot in the second half against West, scored 8 unanswered points to begin the second half. He's a combo guard who can shoot and get to the rim. And again, we'll see if they can get some open shots for the sharpshooting Luke Wieskamp on the wing. Finishing up the starting lineups, again presented by Bear of Muscatine. This has been the pregame show for Muscatine Power and Water. And we now rise and we pause as we honor America with the national anthem. Tuesday night hoops, Mississippi Athletic Conference action here at Muscatine High School as the Muskies face off with the Assumption Knights. Again, this Assumption team graduated a lot of players. Have a player who's already playing Big 12 basketball down in Texas. Finished 3rd last year, but they kind of just reload. These players just kind of come up through their system and they're ready to go, and they can kind of adjust, and they play a homogenous style of basketball that they can really play with anybody.
Absolutely. Coach Ewan played for legendary coach Randy Norton, and so we'll see if he plays a little similar style. Randy loved to press. We saw a lot of that last Friday, so we should be ready for the press tonight, Joel.
Well, and Coach Fitzpatrick kind of kept that same tradition.
Well, exactly.
And Coach Ewan picking up right where that whole tradition left off. Assumption wins the opening tip. And the Knights will bring it up the floor. This is Rico Bird. Gets it over. Now Mack on the wing. Three-pointer in the corner. This is Stratman, and it rattles in for three. Good ball action there by the Knights. And there's the full court press. Hufford gets it across the timeline. Crossover. Over to Christensen. Wieskamp for three. No good. Rebound Christensen. Out to Lee. That three-pointer's no good, and Craighey's going to get called for over the back as Bird did a nice job of boxing him out.
Nice job by Connor getting an offensive rebound, give us another possession there.
Two good looks on offense there for the Muskies. The two of their better shooters got clean looks. Those will fall if they continue to get those tonight. Bird dribbles to the elbow. Stratman for three again, no good. That one's rebounded by Lee.
Nice box out by Dante.
Lee crosses over. Thinks about the step back. Craighey as they work the ball around the perimeter. Bird steps in. Active hands by Bird. He gets the steal, but stolen right back by Christensen. But now Assumption gets the 50-50 ball and gets the break. That's Stratman. He's got 5 early points.
That was a beautiful bounce pass in transition there for the layup. Tell you what, the pressure's a different kind of pressure, Joel. It's not that helter-skelter trapping all over the place, so I think that's going to be to our advantage. West was so quick last Friday.
Klosterman back to Stratman. Stratman, jumper at the elbow. But Klosterman with the rebound. And that's going to be over the back as Kopp went over. The great box out by Christensen. So we're already seeing the things we talked about in the pregame show. The effort and the attention to detail on the rebounds for the Muskies.
Absolutely. Great job by Connor.
2-2-1 pressure here. And just like that, they go to the trap. Over to Lee. Wieskamp drives baseline. Reverse layup is good.
Beautiful job by Luke taking the ball to the basket there.
Here's Mack. He gets it inside to Kopp. Over to Klosterman for three. Long rebound by Kopp. And now he pushes into the paint. And the Muskies with good defense and the rebound. Dante Lee off the screen from Christensen. Off rebound there by Stratman, and now Mack drives into the lane. Pull-up jumper is good. So Noah Mack with his first points of the night.
We've done a nice job bringing up against the press today, Joel.
Now Mack with the steal, and he'll get a layup. And Coach Sorelli will want a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. It's not as tenacious of a press as what we saw, but it's still effective.
Yeah.
Mack right there, a good example. We saw so the minute Hufford turned his back, he attacked the ball. Now, is that a coaching point of that press where there's a trigger that they're looking for?
Absolutely. You indicated even last week, when a guy turns his back and he can't see that defender, what he's doing, or if another guy's coming, it's definitely an instinctive teaching point, to get kids to go after it. And right there, we did a good job again of getting the ball across half court. The turnover occurred when we got across half court. We just got a little careless with it there, I think, So
the Muskies trail by 7 here with 4:50 to go in the first quarter. And now we'll see more of a 1-2-1-1 pressure.
Good job getting the ball to the middle.
Christensen with a shot fake. Back to Hufford. Rebound. Still up for grabs. Loose ball. 2 Knights on the floor. Rico Lloyd gets the loose ball. That's rebounded by Stratman. Stratman with another big bucket.
Offensive rebounds hurting us again a little early on here, Joel. They've gotten a lot of second chances here.
Correction, Reese Harris has checked in for Rico Bird, and the Muskies will turn it over again.
We're having difficulty again with that double team. We just got to learn to get rid of the basketball before the double team comes.
Mack will bring it up for the Knights. Stratman with a hot hand so far. Good help defense from the Muskies. Miles Melendez has checked in for Muscatine. It's Wieskamp, Christensen, Melendez, and Hufford on the floor, along with Dante Lee. That pass is deflected. Lee gets the 50-50 and misses the jumper. Rebound, Harris. And that's going to be blocked by Wieskamp, and then Lee with the touch.
Nice job.
Klosterman.
Nice job by Luke going straight up on that block.
Kopp will check in now. He'll give J.J. Stratman a breather. Looks like this Assumption team goes 9 to 10 players deep. Kopp back in, down on the paint. Good defense from Christensen. Huffer drives baseline. He's going to pick up the foul. Good strong take by Braden Hufford.
Braden does a nice job mixing up, shooting the three, and taking the ball to the basket.
Muscatine was very effective on their under the basket out of bounds plays their last game. Melendez drives baseline. And it's tipped out of bounds, so it'll be Muskie ball.
We've gotten some good looks on the offensive end. We just haven't converted, Joel. But, you know, got a lot of the right guys shooting the basketball, taking good shots.
Rico Bird in for Klosterman. Melendez inbounds to Lee, who turns it over. Reese Harris with the lay-in off the steal.
Turnovers lead to those runouts. Got to try to clean that up a little bit.
Mack pressuring Wieskamp, and there's going to be a blocking foul. That's Roderick Tanamore with a foul. His first of the evening. 3 team fouls now on the Knights as Diamond Craigie checks back into the game, giving Dante Lee a break. Hufford back to Melendez. Hufford gets it to the lane. Now he'll work it back around. Craigie with a nice cut and a good find by Braden Hufford.
Really good execution by Muscatine there on that last possession.
Kopp called for over the back. Good call. Sean Kopp, the 6'4 senior.
That was a good call, but unfortunately the official out front had to make that call.
Right. 2 fouls now on Kopp.
Tell you what, Assumption really crashes the boards hard, just like Davenport West did last Friday. We're really going to have to do a great job blocking out.
Hufford will bring it up for the Muskies. There's that trap. 3-pointer from Hufford, no good. Rebound by Mack. And now Bird is going to get 2 free throws. They look to run as soon as they can off those defensive boards.
Well, and those long three-point shots, they come off long too, and it gives the team an advantage where they can get that ball and get it going right away. And Assumption, like you said, is really looking to break. They're really looking to push the ball.
So Rico Bird, the junior, will go to the free throw line. Makes the first. Moves the lead to 10.
I think Coach Murray was correct on his scouting report. He looks like he's got a nice-looking shot there, and I watched him a little warm-ups, and looks like a fine player.
Well, when you spend a lot of your developmental years with Kyle and Hank Murray coaching you, good things are going to happen. Blocking foul on Noah Mack.
Those guys coached him since he was in 6th grade, he said. They worked with him, I think, in his early years of high school. So Kyle and Hank, both outstanding teachers, and Kyle was a tremendous player at Muscatine High School. Not a good basketball.
In every sport. I think
Absolutely. Tremendous athlete.
For all state in 5 sports, I believe.
Tremendous athlete.
Melendez on the back cut, works over to Wieskamp in the corner. That 3 is good. 3-point basket, sponsored by First National Bank of Muscatine. And now Craigie with the near steal. A big bucket like that just creates energy on the defensive floor.
Absolutely. Luke got a nice look there. His feet was set. The Melendez kid did a nice job getting the ball to him and converted. That was our first three of the night, wasn't it, Joe?
Yep. 8-point lead now for the Knights. Under a minute and a half to play here in the first quarter. Rico Bird. Stratman. Back to Bird. Now Harris. Harris with the shot, and that's going to be a foul on Klosterman. And now, the last 3 over-the-back calls have not necessarily been because of reckless play by Assumption. It's been really because of fantastic blocking out by the Muskies.
Absolutely, and that's a big fundamental, and Muscatine's doing a nice job blocking out tonight. I'm sure there was a point of emphasis, especially the way West rebounded the ball on Friday.
Those are things that I was the worst basketball player ever, but I could block somebody out. I mean, that's an effort thing, and it's great to see that effort happen here for the Muskies. Wieskamp goes baseline, draws a foul, and Muscatine now in the 1-and-1. And they'll get some opportunities to score without the clock moving.
1:05 to go in the quarter and get into the line in the bonus. That's a tremendous asset for Muscatine.
We're seeing Muscatine's offense move with much more confidence tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, they're just moving the ball well. They're doing a good job of driving, but when the help comes, a kick in the ball and then taking the extra pass.
First free throw is good from Luke Wieskamp. He makes the second. Bird will bring it up for the Knights to Reese Harris. Stratman, the Klosterman, this is the Tannamore. Stratman from the elbow. That's a nice looking jumper.
Boy, that was a tough shot, Joel. Tough shot, fading away over somebody.
Stratman with 9 points to lead the Knights. Good catch there from Martinez. 3-ball from Wieskamp, and it's good. Luke's heating up. That's another First National Bank of Muscatine 3-pointer. Martinez gets the rebound. Jaime Martinez now in for the Muskies. And Dante Lee will bring it up. Lee, Christensen, Craigie, Martinez, and Wieskamp on the floor for the Muskies. Now Lee drives baseline. He elevates, no good. Rebounded by Stratman, 3 seconds. Harris for 3. And that's no good as the Muskies cut the lead to 5. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back with more Muskie basketball on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
We are looking for a 0-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters.
Can I test drive that one?
In the store?
Even in the buying experience. We know you want to buy from someone who knows what they're talking about.
We're looking for a 0-turn mower.
Like
Great.
this guy.
First thing you need to know is what's the size of your property? Are there any obstacles?
Head to your local Hustler dealer and talk to a lawnmower expert.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and I'd like to take a minute to talk to you about Pearl City Media.
At Pearl City Media, we develop custom marketing solutions for businesses of all kinds. Between radio, cable TV, newspaper, Facebook, Google, and YouTube ads, it can be tough to make sure your business is seen and understood by the right people. Pearl City Media understands that people are everywhere, and reaching the right kind of people for your business isn't so simple. Maybe you want to increase your business's awareness and sell more inventory, or maybe...
And welcome back to Muscatine High School. I'm Joel Krausar along with the coach, Terry Youngbauer. as the Muskies trail Davenport Assumption after the first quarter 17-12 is the score. 10 points for young freshman Luke Wieskamp and the Muskies. And Stratman's led the way for the Knights. He's got 9. Noah Mack, the leading scorer for the Knights, just 2 points, averaging 24 a game. Crahy drives, kicks it back to Christensen. Martinez for 3. Good look, rebounded by Mack.
We're really getting some good looks from the 3. Just got to see if we can knock a few of those down.
And Noah Mack answers with a 3. Lee, Martinez, Christensen, Wieskamp, and Crahy on the floor for the Muskies. They're going to call a carry on Jaime Martinez. So the turnover will give it back to Assumption. And you mentioned those clean looks from 3, and it's really started. Muscatine's been able to get to the paint with their ball handling.
They have. And they've done a nice job finding that shooter.
Bird will bring it up for the Knights. Finds Mack on the wing. Mack drives baseline. Finds Bird, unable to catch it. That's going to be a turnover on Assumption. Bird just sped his read up a little bit and was unable to catch the ball. We're seeing some three-quarter court pressure here from Assumption as Lee deflected. And it's saved by Klosterman, and now Mack will draw the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Joel, that was just a tremendous play by the Klosterman kid. He got the deflection, hustled after the ball, tipped it back inbounds, knew where his guy was, and led him on the break there. And Assumption's at the free throw line, getting ready to shoot 2.
Both Mack and Klosterman didn't give up on that play, and that led to the run out.
Assumption's press is just a little more controlled, but it's still very effective.
Right.
They're doing a nice job getting hands on the ball and turning us over.
Braden Hufford checks in for Luke Wieskamp. Muscatine is in the 1-and-1 bonus. Just 3 team fouls on the Muskies, 7 on Assumption.
Back up to 10.
And the press extends to the full court, but Muscatine finds Lee. Gets it back to Christensen. Hufford for 3. And that's good. 3-point basket. Another First National Bank three-pointer. Great looks all night long for the Muskie shooters.
Another assist for Connor.
3-pointer for an Assumption. And that's good. Noah Mack winning the second quarter. He's got 12 points now. Crahy with the strong take, and he'll go to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. Crahy showing some ability to slash there.
Yeah, Diamond is a slasher. That's the best part of his game, so it's good to see him take the ball to the basket. Get to the free throw line there and get another team foul on Assumption.
That foul was on Stratman, his first.
You wonder if fouls aren't going to become a factor later in this game. If we got some kids for Assumption starting to rack them up.
Crahy gets the offensive rebound. Now Martinez for 3. No good. Rebound Mack. Klosterman on the wing. Over to Bird. Back to Mack. Inside to Kopp. Klosterman for 3. No good. Rebound Christensen. And Christensen's doing a great job defending a player who's 5 inches taller than him and outweighs him by about 15 pounds.
Connor's a real good defender, smart.
Lee gets to the rim, unable to finish, but gets his rebound. No good. Rebound Kopp.
Dante's had some good looks. He just can't find the basket so far.
Crossover Mack. They're going to call it on the floor, so no free throw is forthcoming.
Tell you, it's just a different feel, different pace to this game.
It's confidence. I think we're just seeing a more confident
and I think
attack.
this is more to our liking. Most teams, I would say, it's more to their liking. I don't think anybody likes to play the helter-skelter that West turns you into last Friday. Great job.
Craigie with the steal. And now Melendez will bring it up. Muskies get it over the timeline. And now Hufford finds Wieskamp in the corner. Mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound by Harris.
Muscatine does a really nice job with that cross-court pass along the baseline, getting the ball to shooters.
Klosterman with a strong offensive rebound. Lead extends to 11. Now Luke drives. Three-pointer Wieskamp. If that got tipped or...
It looked funny. The ball had a different spin to it, so I'm thinking it might have got tipped, Joel.
Stratman. And now
that's a good timeout. I think that was just too easy. You know, the guy got around his man, and we had no help. He got to the basket unabated, and that's probably a good timeout. Maybe catch our breath a little bit here and see if we can regroup.
We'll keep it here. I'm Joel Krausar along with Terry Youngbauer on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network. Halftime just a few minutes away. That's brought to you by Muscatine Lawn and Power. Assumption leading by 13, but it hasn't been due to the lack of good offensive looks for the Muskies. If they can keep this offense, you can't shoot this cold for an entire game with the quality of shooters that they have.
Absolutely. Good shooters keep shooting good shots, and you know, a guy like Dante Lee's had some great looks. They just haven't fallen, but he keeps going to the basket, and those will start to fall. Things turn around for guys like that, and just got to keep playing.
The Muscatine ball, it's Wieskamp, Hufford, Melendez, Christensen, and Craigie for the Muskies. And Mack, Klosterman, Stratman, Harris, and Jay Costello getting his first action of the night for the Knights. Hufford couldn't handle the pass, and another turnover for the Muskies.
It's one of those unforced errors you just hate to see because it's especially in a game like this, you can't afford those turnovers. So got to concentrate on catching the basketball.
Stratman off the cut, and he'll get the and one.
That was a really nice curl cut by Stratman there, and the passer found him, and unfortunately we fouled him, and he's going to the free throw line for
11 points now for Stratman. He had 9 in the first quarter. Now he's at 13, excuse me. He and Mack are playing a who can lead the way game right now.
Yeah, they are quite a 1-2 punch for Assumption.
Wieskamp rebounds the miss. 15-point lead here for the Knights. Craigie on the wing, finds Wieskamp, shot fake. Now Hufford for three. Harris with the rebound. 3:30 to go here in the first half. Klosterman almost turns it over. Deflected by Wieskamp. Three-pointer from Mack is good. Quick release on that shot.
Right, and he just looks effortless shooting the basketball. Very smooth. Very good shooter. You can see why he's averaging 25 a game, Joel.
Klosterman. It's going to be Muskie ball as Klosterman knocks it out of bounds. Klosterman's kind of a, I don't mean this in a negative way, he's kind of a glue guy. Like he does a lot of the little things, a lot of the dirty work.
Yeah, he's a nice player. They're starting to jump passing lanes. They're getting a little more aggressive on the defensive end, taking more chances. Saw it again there. He tried for a steal.
Hufford shot's no good. Mack with the rebound. Here's Reese Harris. It's going to be an offensive foul. There's Connor Christensen doing the little things. Doing the little things.
That's a big play for a lot of reasons. I mean, it takes away the 2 points, gets another team foul on them, brings us closer to the double bonus.
It's 2 fouls now.
Personal foul on Harris, you know, so there's a lot of great things. That play by Connor, as we talked about, those are the things Connor Christensen does for you.
And now Coach Ewan wants a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second. We'll keep it here. No, I just mentioned Klosterman doing little things. Both he and Christensen are the kind of players that if you look at the stat sheet, they may not be the first one that pops out, but the team banquet at the end of the year is maybe the first player the coaches talk about.
Absolutely, yeah. Connor's just like you mentioned last Friday, super kid, and great to see him out there, healthy, contributing. Tell you, Joel, I'm looking at the scoreboard, and it doesn't feel like an 18-point game.
Really doesn't.
I feel like we're, playing very competitively with them.
It's really just been a matter of field goal percentage.
Yeah,
Assumption's had a few more buckets to go. The looks have been similar. The defense has been similar. Neither team getting a lot of offensive rebounds. It's been a Dante Lee finds Christensen. Hufford gets the cut. Good look, good basket there for the Muskies.
Another assist for Connor Christensen, and Braden Hufford did a great job cutting. Cut to the open spot there.
That pass is deflected. Dante Lee going to get called for the travel.
Tell you, moving without the basketball is kind of a lost art there, and Braden Hufford did a great job there. Found the open spot, turned, caught it, and shot a nice little baseline shot there.
.206 to play here in the first half. Deflected by Melendez.
Good thing he did that, Joel. I think they had an opportunity for a layup there on the weak side there. Great job by Melendez.
Inbound to Bird. Inside the Klosterman. Good post move there.
Tell you, he used his size, did a nice job posting up strong. They found him and shot over the top.
You get a player like that gets the ball that deep, it's going to be hard to stop. Luke Wieskamp at the top of the key. Hufford shot fake, and he'll drive. Errant pass. It's going to be off of Christensen.
Yeah, Klosterman's going to be a tough matchup for us. We just don't really have a size, a sizable presence inside, matching up in the post there. I mean, Connor's done a great job on him this half.
Yeah, 6'3". I'm going to guess he's about 205, 210, somewhere in that
strong
regard.
kid.
I'm sure he plays really great defensive end for their football program as well. Christensen finds Lee. Hufford for three. No good. Rebound by Tanamore. Under a minute to play here in the first half. As the Knights prowl the perimeter. Klosterman at the top of the key, over to Harris. Now Bird picks up his dribble. Klosterman for three. That's no good. Rebound Melendez. And the Muskies will set their offense up. Hufford for three. No good. Long rebound, Wieskamp. And he gets fouled, so he'll go to the free throw line.
Double bonus for Muscatine.
So 2 free throws forthcoming for Luke Wieskamp. Muskie basketball brought to you by Let's Eat Catering and RIVO Plumbing and Heating. That's the first foul on Bird. First free throw is good for Luke. It's 11 points now for Wieskamp. He's the leading scorer for Muscatine.
Luke's got a nice shooter's touch there, good follow through, got the roll. It's young kids who are watching, watch that follow through, and that's what led to that free throw. Nice job there again.
Both free throws, cuts the lead to 16. And now Reese Harris brings it up for the Knights. See if they play for the last shot here with 15 seconds to go.
See if we can get a stop here. Big possession.
Tanamore goes baseline. And Muscatine gets the turnover. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Martinez gets it off, but it's no good. And the Muskies trail by 16 going into halftime. We're going to take a short break here on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network, and we'll be back with your Muscatine Lawn and Power halftime show.
Know RIVO as expert plumbers, but did you know RIVO can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, RIVO can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call RIVO Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
Just like fire, burning up the way, rocking like the world up for just one day. Watch this madness, colorful charade. No one can be just like me anyway. Just like fire, fire. Just like
fire. And welcome back. We're going to keep it right here, so you can watch the Muscatine Pom Squad perform their halftime show. And welcome back as the Muscatine dance team performs at halftime. I'm Joel Krausar along with the coach, Terry Youngbauer, on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network as the Muskies trail Assumption 36-20. This is the Muscatine Lawn and Power halftime show. And Coach, we were just talking off the air. If you were just to have watched the action and not seen a scoreboard, you probably wouldn't say one team is leading another by 16 points. Muscatine's really had some great looks on the offensive end, just haven't been able to get the shots to fall tonight.
They really have. Yeah, it just doesn't – the feel of the game is much different. And, you know, I think Muscatine's competing hard. Let's hope they can come out like they did last Friday, had a great start to the third quarter. That's why I think that last basket was big for Muscatine. You know, cut it to 16, and if they can – you know, go on a little 5 or 6, 6-0 run or something, they're back within, 10. So that was a big basket.
And they've been better on the defensive end, forcing Assumption to, work the ball around, not just get a clean lane to drive, and they've erased the offensive rebounds. Muscatine has done a much better job rebounding tonight.
Absolutely. Assumption's a tough team, though. I'm looking at 3 guys who are probably close to double figures already, with Stratman, Mack, and then Klosterman.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure all 3 of those guys are probably close to, if not in double figures, some of them. So anytime you can get 3 guys in double figures and before it's all over, that's pretty good.
Mack has 14. Klosterman has 4, but it feels like he has more than that.
Feels like he's got more than that.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, I'm really off base there.
No, he's got 4, but he's really facilitating on their offense.
He's been very active.
And then Stratman has 13.
Okay, so they got 2 in double figures, and I wouldn't be surprised before the night's out if Klosterman's not in double figures as well.
And Klosterman, I have him for 8 rebounds. So that's maybe where we feel like he's getting more.
Like you said, he's active. He's getting his hands on a lot of basketballs. He's a really nice player.
But for Muscatine, Luke Wieskamp leading the way scoring-wise with 12 points. But it hasn't just been, 4 3-pointers. He's hit 1 or 2 threes. He's driven the lane. He had a great reverse layup, and he's gotten to the free throw line a couple times and made some free throws. So scoring in a variety of ways, and multiple Muskies touching the ball in every possession, and they're getting assists on their made baskets. It's not isolation basketball.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's pretty impressive, a freshman to come in and double figures before the half.
Against Assumption.
Yeah, exactly. The thing about Luke is he's been around the block. He knows what it's all about. He's not intimidated by any of this. This is, most freshmen would be kind of awestruck by this. Like I say, he knows what this is all about, and he plays at a high level. And he just looks like he belongs out there.
And he plays one of the better AAU teams in the country, not just the state of Iowa, but in the country, along with Jack McCaffrey from Iowa City West, who's another fantastic freshman. I saw he had 22 points on Saturday for the Trojans. But that also kind of puts a bullseye on your back because everybody knows who you are. You've got a brother playing in the NBA. There's a lot to look at, but he handles it all well. And when you're playing a team like Assumption, they don't try to do anything outside of their system. It's a very tradition-rich, I don't want to say boilerplate, but you know what Assumption's going to do, and they don't care that you know what they're going to do.
Yeah, offensively, everything they did was under control. Guys drive, jump stop, kick the ball, shot fake, strong with the basketball, really crisp passing. It's just very controlled, very smooth, and leads to good shots. They had some good looks, some good opportunities, and they shoot the ball pretty well.
And they try to create offense with their defense, multiple attempts at different trap pressures, different full court pressures, which they're able to get into after made baskets, and Muscatine's handled that quite well.
Yeah, they've done a nice job. There have been a few turnovers that have led to baskets, but overall, I think you're right. I think they've shown some improvement in that area.
Well, we're going to take another short break as we get ready to start the second half. It's the halftime show by Muscatine Lawn and Power on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
At First National Bank, we strive to provide the best customer service both in person and online. Our mobile wallet offers you great features within our mobile app. Card controls, alerts, digital receipts. Mobile wallet is a free feature in our mobile app. Check it out today.
Affordable Metal Manufacturing provides cut-to-length rolled metal panels for commercial, residential, and agricultural roofing. We take pride in delivering our products with a short lead time, normally 3 days or less. Our panels are cut to the nearest eighth of an inch for greater efficiency and less waste. Affordable Metal can even roll your panels on site. Call today for a free quote and let us become your preferred supplier. Affordable Metal Manufacturing. Our business is rolling.
Arty's Ice Cream and Grill, 609 West 5th Street, Wilton, Iowa.
We are looking for a zero-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters.
Can I test drive that one?
In the store?
Even in the buying experience. We know you want to buy from someone who knows what they're talking about.
We're looking for a zero-turn mower.
Like
Great.
this guy.
First thing you need to know is what's the size of your property? Are there any obstacles?
Head to your local Hustler dealer and talk to a lawnmower expert.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
And welcome back to Muscatine High School. It's Mississippi Athletic Conference action as the Muscatine Muskies face off with Davenport. Assumption leading by 16 here as we get ready for the second half to start. And Muscatine's playing very well, but they're a little shorthanded. We see Sam Emmert, who's a fantastic athlete for the Muskies. Got a walking boot on. They're hoping to get him back here in the next couple of weeks. I heard 10 days. They're hoping that he'll be back in shape and ready to play in 10 days. So hopefully we hope for a speedy recovery with Emmert because he'll bring a lot to this team that's really starting to come together just in the last two games that we've seen.
Absolutely. And on the positive of that, you got to look at it. Some guys are getting some experience while he's out. Paul Henry's got a concussion related. That's why he's out. So, you look at the positives. Some other kids are getting some time on the floor, some minutes, and hopefully it'll make you a better team down the road when those guys do come back.
And one of those positives is a guy who was inserted into the starting lineup today for the Muskies, Connor Christensen. We touched on it a little bit in the first half. Doesn't have any points. He's got 5 rebounds, 3 offensive boards. He's taking charges, he's blocking out, and he's created a couple over-the-back calls from just positioning himself correctly.
Absolutely.
So to start off this second half is Wieskamp, Christensen, Hufford, Lee, and Crahy. And for Assumption, it's Bird, Stratman, Klosterman, Cup, and Mack. Mack has it on the wing, over to Bird. Bird drives baseline, the lefty finishes with the right hand for his first bucket of the evening.
As I said earlier, everything's under control. That was a nice, strong drive, but under control. Got the ball up to the basket, off the glass.
Crahy to Lee. Hufford for 3. That's no good. Rebound by Mack. And now Stratman with a wide open lane. I don't know. Is that a foul on the Muskies?
Boy.
Wasn't on the shot.
I don't know what the call is yet. Well, Stratman's going to the line. I didn't see any
contact. From my vantage point, I didn't see any player close enough, but
in a way, it was almost a moving screen. A guy kind of.
That's what I thought was calling when I heard the whistle.
It was inadvertent, but he created a clear lane to the basket for him. And
great opportunity to echo the Iowa High School Athletic Association's Twitter account today. Huge shortage of officials. So if you're listening, watching, and you feel like you want to contribute, go to the Iowa High School Athletic Association website and get your official certification.
That's a good segue, Joe. Those guys do a great job.
Yeah.
Officials have a tough job, and they do a fantastic job night in and night out. I have the most respect for all those guys.
As Bird, good deflection there from Hufford. As Bird with an aggressive pass.
Speaking of officials, there was a female official in the sophomore game, and you see more and more of that, and I thought she did a fantastic job. I think that's just fantastic. Just young. She was young people in general. We just need good young officials getting in the game.
Rebound by Lee. But we're seeing it more at the college level and
absolutely.
At the professional level too.
Absolutely.
We're not far from having the first female NBA coach, which I'm excited for that.
I think
Crahy
right.
with the drive. He hits the floater.
There's Diamond doing what he does best, getting the ball in the paint and shooting that little floater.
Mack shuffles the puppies and turns it over. As Muscatine just can't seem to get out of this 13 to 18 point range. They'll make a little run, and then Assumption will make a little run.
Still plenty of time. We can get
absolutely.
ourselves back in the game here. If we just one possession at a time, as coaches like to say.
Wieskamp, shot fake, step back 3, no good. Back tap as Christensen.
Connor involved in that again.
Baseline jumper, no good. This one's rebounded by Bird. And he draws the foul and gets the and one.
Wasn't a ton of contact, but just enough to get the foul, and you got to give the offensive guy some credit. He created the contact, and they're generally going to call it on the defender every time. And whether or not it's the right call always, that's the way it usually goes. That's when you might be better off just kind of.
And Muskies get the rebound. I think they lost track that he had made the bucket, so there was just a.
Everybody stood.
Connor caught it, but I don't think they realized what was going on. And Muscatine will reset their offense. Baseline drive. Wieskamp, he'll go to the line. Strong take from the freshman.
I really like what he's doing tonight. He's putting the ball on the floor. We know he can shoot the ball from the 3, and I think that really sets that drive up nicely. And he's picking the right time to do it. He's just reading the defense, and they're closing out hard on him, and does a nice job getting the ball to the basket, and it gets him to the free throw line.
Makes the first free throw. This is decisive, too. There's no hesitation.
Absolutely. Very impressive by Luke.
Youth Sports Foundation of Muscatine bringing you Muskie basketball. As Luke makes the second. 24-42 is the score, 5:36 to play here in the third quarter. Harris, this is the Costello. Now Klosterman leaves it for Harris. Spin move, no good. Klosterman, though, with the offensive rebound and the putback.
He's very active on the boards, isn't he?
As Hufford will get fouled on the drive. I don't know if this is on the floor, so no free throws. Costello picks up his first foul. Wieskamp for three. No good. Rebound Christensen. Crahy gets the layup. Good look from Hufford. But it all starts with the offensive board from Connor Christensen. Rebound Hufford. Errant pass as Muscatine will turn it over.
Trying to make something happen, just threw the ball too far ahead of the cutter.
Klosterman on the wing. Here's Stratman. Pulls up for two. And Klosterman, there's going to be a held ball. So jump ball, it'll be Muscatine basketball. As the possession arrow is in favor of the white. Alfred to Wieskamp. Dante Lee drives. Christensen with the jumper. No good. Rebound Crahy. He's going to draw the foul on Mack. That's three now on Noah Mack, who's got 15 points. He's really been out of the offensive flow, and I don't know if the fouls have been a part of that. Kopp will check back in, giving Stratman a break. Mack with the steal, unable to get the throw-off save. And Muscatine will take over on offense. Skip past to Crahy. He drives and finishes.
Diamond with a little dipsy-do. That was really a tough shot, and he made it look easy.
Mack with the jumper, rebound Lee. Crahy with the run out. He finishes.
Beautiful.
It was incidental. That was no one touching the ball. That was just players running. And a timeout by Assumption.
Nice little spurt for Muscatine.
It's going to be a full timeout. We're going to take a 30-second break. We'll be back.
Know RIVO as expert plumbers, but did you know RIVO can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, RIVO can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call RIVO Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
And we are back with 3:38 to go here in the third quarter as Muscatine on a 6-point run here cuts the lead to 14. Coach Ewan with the Assumption Knights with a timeout. It's been Diamond Crahy the last few possessions for Muscatine.
Yeah, Muscatine's had a nice little flurry here, and Diamond's been the offensive thrust of that. Got a little concern for Muscatine. Looks like Dante Lee was taped up his hand or something, or fingers, by Nicole Calvert during the timeout, so we'll have to see. He's on the bench right now. He's a guy we got to see get going. I don't think he scored tonight, Joel.
No points. It's his left hand that they just taped up. He's a right-handed shooter.
Looks like he's in some pain right now.
So on the floor for the Muskies is Melendez, Crahy, Christensen, Wieskamp, and Hufford. Klosterman inside to Bird. Bird finishes. Little jump hook.
Boy, those lefties love to turn over their right shoulder,
Yep.
and that's just what he did. I don't know if I've ever met a lefty that doesn't love to turn over their right shoulder in the post there.
And to have guards that are comfortable in that post position like that. Bird misses the free throw. And this is going to be over the back. That's the third foul on Kopp. Kopp, Sean Kopp. So 4 team fouls now for the Knights here in the second half. But Mack and Kopp have 3. Bird and Harris each have 2. Crahey to Melendez. Melendez finds Christensen, who finds a cutting Crahey and one. Diamond Crahey off the great pass from Connor Christensen.
Diamond is really doing a nice job moving without the basketball, putting himself in a position to score. Connor with another assist. I don't know. We don't keep stats here, but I'll tell you, he's got a bunch of assists tonight. Does a nice job seeing the floor.
A young man that, if he hadn't had the injury on the gridiron, we probably would have seen him take many snaps at quarterback for the Muskies. Another save attempt by Mack that Melendez keeps, and he stays low and draws the foul. That's going to be the third foul on Bird. Great job by Melendez there of not panicking and understanding he still had his dribble.
Gives us another possession.
16 fouls now on the Knights. Kopp with the interception.
Kopp just read that, didn't he? Did a nice job coming off his man to get that steal. That was a big play because I think we had a layup if he doesn't do that.
And Klosterman, big bucket there for the Knights.
He's a load to handle down low, and he did a nice job there scoring for Assumption. It kind of broke our momentum a little bit.
That's 4 fouls now on Kopp. As Coach Ewan left him in there, he left the senior in there. And Melendez turned the corner on him. And he'll go to the line for a 1-and-1. This is a recipe for a comeback. So now get to the bonus.
Sometimes early in the season you want to see if a kid can play with those fouls, and I think he thought he could trust the senior, and as Coach Murray said, can I trust you? He always asked players that when they had 3 fouls, and of course every kid says yes, and once in a while it doesn't work out.
And that's going to be over the back on Jaime Martinez. Coach Murray could trust me. I just didn't have the skills to actually execute.
He thinks the world of you.
I was good at the end of the game to come in and foul. I was expendable in those, but I knew my role, and I was really good at irritating the other team's best player. Tanamore, he'll drive, gets it over to Bird. Quick ball movement from the Knights.
Assumption's being very patient on this possession. Oh, boy.
Finds Tannehill with a great look.
We got
almost too good of a look.
Yeah, we got a break there, Joel. They did a nice job finding the open guy and just missed an easy bunny.
I think he thought Crahey was coming harder and rushed the shot a little bit.
Dante Lee's back in the game, I see. Let's see if we can get Dante on the scoreboard.
Martinez distributes Crahey for 3. Big bucket, Diamond Crahey, 16 points. That First National Bank three-pointer.
Huge. That's a 5-point swing, that missed down on the other end in our three-pointer.
Now Lee almost gets the steal. Klosterman under control, gets it to Tanamore. Now Tanamore, are they calling this a defensive?
I believe he was moving. Oh, nope.
They call an offensive foul.
They talked about, I think one official had a block and the other one had a charge. And
Coach Ewan, and I'm trying to see, is that Melendez?
Yes, Melendez is down on the floor.
I couldn't see the number. Sacrificed his body there and
just went down awful hard. I think he's okay. just a little shook up.
Slowing down.
Might have hit his head.
Yeah.
I don't know. And that's always a concern. He's a tough kid. I'm sure if he can come back, he'll be back. Joe, we got a chance to really cut into this.
1 minute to go here in the third quarter. It's a 13-point lead.
As a coach, you'd really like to see you get it 10 or under by the start of the fourth quarter.
Offer to Crahy. Martinez with the drive.
I think he traveled. Oh,
he got the
a
foul.
Okay.
Long strides.
Yeah.
We're in the era of the Euro step, Coach. I don't quite understand it, but apparently it's legal. And I know it's legal.
Yeah. When guys can do it, it looks good. It's effective.
Jaime Martinez, another one of the exceptional multi-sport athletes for the Muskies. A linebacker on the football team, really good outfielder for the baseball program, and makes a big free throw there. And he'll get another shot. That was a 1-and-1. So
I was going to say, wow, did he only get one? Everybody bailed out like that was the second shot.
Makes the second. Big free throws.
Those are
for the
big
Muskies.
free throws from Hy-Vee.
That's the lead to 11. As Bird almost got a little cute at the timeline there. Klosterman drives baseline. Reverse layup, no good. Rebound Martinez, 30 seconds. Martinez finds himself in trouble in the corner, finds Hufford. Senior with the runner. That cuts the lead to 9. There you go, Coach, inside 10.
That's what you
Big
like
defensive
to see.
possession here for the Muskies. 12 seconds to go in the third quarter.
There's
Inside
that
the
post up.
Klosterman, and a good double team there by Hufford. He's going to get called for the foul, but not a shooting situation here. So Muscatine can reset their defense.
I think that's what you're going to have to do with him in the post or double. Yep. I mean, he's just too big and strong.
Here's Stratman. They're going to call the foul on the floor.
Yep.
So now Muscatine at 6 team fouls. Their next foul will put Assumption in the 1-on-1 bonus, but the next team foul for the Knights.
We don't want to foul here with 3 seconds left, so just play good, solid defense.
This is where you need the Chris Nienhaus drawing the charge
Absolutely.
before the ball even gets in.
Uh-oh.
Deep pass to Bird. He with the runner, no good. Rebound Muscatine. And Muscatine did it. They cut the lead to single digits going into the fourth quarter. And there's Sam Emmert in his boot, cheering his charges on. That's good leadership from the bench.
Absolutely. He and Paul Henry both out there greeting the guys coming to the bench.
Well, keep it right here. This is one of those situations where you find a lot about your team if you're Coach Luke Torelli. You've battled back 13 points in the third quarter from Diamond Crahy. He's got 16. Luke Wieskamp has 14. They're scoring, but they're not doing it in desperation. They're executing their offense.
Yeah, Diamond has really come into his own tonight. He's really grown. It's just great to see, him picked up right where he left off on Friday. We both were impressed with the game he had last Friday, and he's just really shown some more strides tonight. He's done a lot of nice things. I'll tell you the other thing I see from Assumption is they've missed some really easy shots for them, and I think the game's gotten a little tight on them. They've tightened up a little bit.
Well, and some of that is Mack didn't play the last 4 minutes of the third quarter after he got his third foul. Coach Ewan managing his foul situation, knowing he wants to have his leading scorer for the balance of the fourth quarter. Maybe putting the governor on a little bit there. That's helped Muscatine get back into this. Now it's the situation is, can Muscatine now attack this Knight team? Costello, Mack still on the bench. So it looks like Coach Ewan's really still trying to preserve his scorer as much as he can. On the floor for Muscatine, Hufford, Wieskamp, Christensen, Lee, and Martinez as Bird, Costello, Stratman, Klosterman, and Cobb.
Assumption just doesn't seem to have the same movement or energy they had in the first half. They're a little, I think we've stunned them a little bit here. And Muscatine's done a nice job getting Assumption back on their heels a little bit.
Bird drives.
Almost traveled.
Here's Stratman, the dig out by Hufford. And now a foul is called on Wieskamp. That will send Stratman to the line for a 1-and-1.
Free throws are going to be big here in this fourth quarter. Both teams are in the bonus.
Stratman misses the first, but Muscatine losing track of the situation. Bird gets the easy offensive board and the putback.
Boy, that's a big play for Assumption there. Unfortunately, like you said, we just lost track of the 1-and-1 situation.
Martinez throws it off Costello.
It's about all he could do in that situation.
Yep.
He was kind of in a bad spot there.
He preserved the possession, then Crahey checks back in. Diamond Crahey with 16 points leading the way for Muscatine, as the lead is 11 for Assumption. Wieskamp with the strong cut. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
Again, nice execution on that out of bounds play. Had a nice screen. Luke did a nice job coming hard to the basket.
And now 4 fouls on Rico Bird, who's got 10 points for the Knights and has really been the major facilitator of the offense. And Reese Harris will check in for Bird.
I'm a little surprised he's not coming back with Mack. This is a real crucial time in the game. You'd think he's a senior. He could play smart with 3 fouls, but he knows them better than we know him. And that's why I say coaches know their kids better than the announcers do. So.
Harris over to Costello. Klosterman picks up his dribble.
Playing pretty good defense right now, Joel. Making things tough on Assumption.
Stratman now at the top of the key. Inside to Kopp. Back out to Stratman. Kopp going to get his 5th foul on the offensive foul. Connor Christensen has really held his ground, and now Kopp is out of the game.
You know, Connor stood his ground, walled up on him, and I thought the guy, lowered his shoulder a little bit and created all the contact. So I'm sure Assumption doesn't like the call, but I think that was a pretty good call.
Yeah, he levered with his elbow, and I think that's what drew the call. And the fact that Christensen never changed his verticality. He stayed in position and moved his feet.
Yes.
Dante Lee, strong take, no good. This is going to be now on Lee. Another foul. That's his 4th.
Dante's just had a tough night on the offensive end here. He just really got another good look there, and it just couldn't get the basket.
That'll send Stratman to the line for the 1-and-1, as Jaime Martinez will check back in for the Muskies. 10-point ball game, 6:22 to go here. It's been a pretty exciting game. We'll see if it holds up and is an exciting finish. Stratman makes the first free throw. Arty's Ice Cream and Grill bringing you Muskie athletics all season long.
Assumption has been having difficulty on the offensive end, and that's where that bonus really, they get a foul down here and walk 90 feet, and they get 2 free ones.
Good look. Wieskamp gets the deflection, and Muscatine gets another chance. Martinez for 3. No good, but he almost gets his own board, and Costello will push it for the Knights. Stratman from the free throw, a nice jumper there.
See, as an offensive player, he's the guy who hit those 2 free throws, just kind of gives him a little more confidence, gets him back on track a little bit.
He's got 19.
And that was just a really aggressive, great shot there.
Incomplete pass will turn into a turnover as the lead's extended back to 14, and Bird checks back in for the Knights. Costello will find a seat on the bench. Costello has done a nice job of coming in and helping keep the offense moving forward. It's nice to have that level of experience and ability in your number 2 or 3 point guard.
Absolutely. You got Mack here. Let's see if they try to go to Mack on the offensive end here, back in the game.
Mack with 15 points with 4 fouls. And now Hufford's going to get called for the foul.
That's a tough call. Braden's kind of wondering, he's got his hands up and didn't feel he fouled him, but It's just one of those that could go either way. It could be no call, and they just happen to say I think what happens is sometimes when kids put two hands on them, and the two hands usually in the NBA is usually fouled, not always.
Tanamore now in. Looks like Coach Ewan's going offense, defense with Mack, who's got the 4 fouls. Martinez loses his handle and has a turnover.
Unfortunately, on the offensive end, we've had 2 crucial turnovers in the last 2 possessions, so we just got to settle back down again and see if we can get this back under 10 again.
Rico Bird will bring it up for the Knights. Mack at the top of the key.
The other thing the turnover does allows them to put Mack back in on the offensive end, so.
Mack able to save it, but Christensen with the steal. And now Hufford finds Martinez for 3. No good. Rebound Crahy. He goes back up with another bucket. That's 18 points now for Diamond Crahy.
Keeps us in the game.
Travel called on Reese Harris, and the Knights will turn it over.
Still plenty of time.
And Joel Krausar and Terry Youngbauer on the call here on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network. Dante Lee will check in for Jaime Martinez. Lee with 4 fouls. Hufford with 3. Wieskamp with 2. The next foul on the Muskies will put Assumption in the double bonus. The Muskies already in the double bonus.
You know, as an offensive Mack, he is substituting offense, defense there, but sometimes that takes you out of your rhythm a little bit. You're shuffling back in fourth, and he didn't look real great on the offensive possession there in the last one for Assumption. So maybe that's affecting his play a little bit.
Wieskamp, top of the key, over to Crahy. Hufford for 3. That's good. 3-point basket from First National Bank of Muscatine. Gets the lead back to 9.
It's a big shot for Braden.
And Wieskamp's going to get called for the foul, but probably a smart foul there. Puts Harris at the free throw line. He'll have 2 shots. Miles Melendez will check in.
That last shot, those are so big, Joel, because it keeps us within striking distance. Still gives us a chance, keeps the game close.
Well, here's the discussion. It looks like one official signaled number 11 for the foul instead of number 15, which Dante Lee, if they do call it on him, that will be his 5th foul. And it sounds like they're correcting because I didn't think Dante was anywhere near the play.
And this is where the officials, they do a nice job getting together, and they got it right in the end. Like you say, sometimes it gets a little hectic and confusing, but they worked with the scoreboard there, or the scores table, and got that right. And that would be big, as you said.
Yes, and the bench official, Judd Anderson, actually appeared to be the one who caught it.
He maybe alerted
And he
them.
just wanted to clarify that it truly was the 5th foul on 11.
Judd doing his job. Got a friendly roll there. That was a big free throw for Assumption. Puts it back to double digits.
Crahy on the wing. Back to Lee.
Maybe Dante can get to the free throw line or get something going. There you
Gets
go.
a jumper on the baseline. His first points of the night.
Sometimes that's all you need to get the lid off the basket. And
Harris, loose on the dribble, back to Bird. And Coach Ewan's going to call a 30-second timeout. So this timeout, Coach, no experience coaching the game of basketball. What are you talking about right now? You got this when you got the 9-point lead, because it's that delicate balance of running some clock. But are you still trying to run your offense? What is there a 4-minute offense in basketball?
Yeah, this is just too early to take the air out of the ball, And so I think you still got to be aggressive. Try to get the ball to your better shooters. The right guys need to be shooting the ball at this time of the game. That's my feeling as a coach. But I think, if you get too patient, I think that plays into Muscatine's hands. So you want to still be aggressive, but be smart with the basketball. You don't have to take extra chances. Make sure you're passing, things like that. But, I'm sure they're going to try to get it to one of their better players Mack or Stroutman, and see if one of those two guys can convert for him.
Leading the way in scoring for the Knights is Stratman with 19 points. Mack has 15, but he's on the bench currently with 4 fouls. Now Rico Bird in the game for the Knights. He's also got 4 fouls. Both teams in the double bonus. Mack did check in at that timeout, excuse me.
Yes.
He was hiding in the corner. Now here's Stratman drives. Kicks it back out. Shot fake by Mack. Elbow jumper, no good. Rebounded Crahy. And now Dante Lee will bring it up for the Muskies.
Good defensive possession for Muscatine.
Christensen, good job of handling the ball there. Now Lee for 3. That's big bucket for Dante Lee. Cuts the lead to 6. First National Bank of Muscatine three-pointer.
You know, he just needed that first basket to go, and that gave him a little confidence, and you could see it in that three-point shot there.
And now he's got the steal. Dante Lee with the run out. Layup is up and good. Dante Lee with 7 unanswered points, cuts the lead to 4.
Looks like Assumptions. I thought he was going to get another timeout there, but.
Blocking foul, and the bucket is good. So that's going to be on Christensen, his second. And Bird will get his 12th point and go to the free throw line for the old-fashioned three-point play. And now Luke Wieskamp will check back in for Miles Melendez.
Boy, that was a really strong drive. Again, he shot it with the right hand. He's a left-handed kid, so very talented player.
Now there's some.
They haven't counted the basket yet. Yep. Now they have. Okay. Boy, Dante Lee really has had a nice spurt here for us.
Well,
great to see him get back in the flow a little bit.
That tells you a lot about him as a player too. That's not going your way the entire game, but you just keep going. You don't.
For young guys, for young guys out there, you keep playing hard, and good things will happen.
Lee gets his own rebound and gets the putback.
Stayed with it.
5-point game, 2:15 to play here in the fourth quarter.
Muscatine keeps scoring, putting the pressure back on Assumption on the offensive end here. That's what you want to do. Tighten them up a little bit.
Noah Mack.
As you can see, they've gotten conservative. They're standing around a lot and not really looking to go to the basket.
And now Mack picks up his dribble. Gets it to Stratman.
We're definitely the more aggressive team right now, Joe, and we've got the momentum on our side.
Rico Bird turns it over, and it's Muskie ball. Huffer did not deflect that. And the official was right there, and now Muscatine calls a full timeout. Coach Torelli wants to have a conversation.
They're still pleading their case, but as we both know,
it's not going to win.
To no avail, Joe.
No. It doesn't matter how good of a litigator you are as a coach.
No.
There is no getting that.
And we're not going to the monitor, Joe.
No, thank heavens they haven't introduced that.
Oh God!
Can you imagine? We don't even have the shot clock yet. There's no way we can institute instant replay. Although I did see, I think the state of Illinois has it in high school football in the state championship games because they play it at a college facility.
Okay.
So
they
they've
have
got
the
some.
equipment.
Yeah. Either way.
And the personnel to do it.
I can tell you right now, there would have been a lot of personal fouls called on old Coach Carlsar on the sideline. Just saying, hurry up. Just call it against us. I don't care. Let's just get on to the next play.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But speaking of on to the next play, now Muscatine has the ball. Minute 38 to go. 5-point ball game. You don't need a 3.
Absolutely
you don't need to panic and shoot
if you get a good look at a 3 and it's a guy that can knock it down, you want to take that. But, just be patient. A minute 38 is an eternity. Just work for a good shot and then try to get a stop on the other end. You don't even have to foul this early yet. There's still a lot of time. And as we can see, Assumption turned it over on their own their last possession.
And Coach Ewan backing off into a more half-court set.
I think they're just going to try to play solid on the defensive end here and make Muscatine earn it.
Both teams in the double bonus.
Dante's become much more aggressive.
Christensen with the offensive rebound.
Uh-oh.
And Mack with a good pass to Harris. No good rebound, Klosterman. And he's fouled. That's not a bad foul there.
Put him at the free throw line, see if he can knock 2 down.
See who they call it on.
We got an awfully good look down here. We just came up short.
Hy-Vee will get the second foul. Now put Klosterman to the line. He makes the first one.
I think earlier we talked about free throws were going to be big, and down the stretch here they are for Assumption.
Second free throw is good. The lead extends to 7.
Still no time to panic. Still no time to panic. Work for a good shot here. Good.
Lee gets to the rim. No good. But offensive or defensive rebound there by Bird. And now they get to Mack. Under a minute to go.
Now they'll take a little air out of the basketball, I think, here, Joe. I'll try to make Muscatine foul them. Yeah, they're going to run clock here.
And Muscatine extending.
This is where, as a coach, you either want to go to the free throw line or get an uncontested layup. Nothing but.
And now Assumption calls a timeout.
Yeah. Now we're going to have to start thinking about fouling to extend the game a little bit here, Joe, with 38 seconds to go, and we're down 7.
Lee with 4 fouls. So if you're Assumption, you're going to try to get a switch and get him to be the guy who has to do the foul. But the Muskies need to be aware of who has fouls to give.
It's a 3-possession game, so yeah, I think we're going to have to start fouling here.
Either way, Muscatine trailed as much as 20 points in this game. Now back within 7 here with 38 seconds to go. It's been a great second half from this Muskie team.
Very exciting game. Very exciting game.
Hy-Vee with 18 points to lead the way for the Muskies. Hufford with 10, Wieskamp with 15, and Lee with 9. Christensen with 0 points, but he's done a lot of the little things. We got him for 3 charges. He's been a great rebounder, and he's had several assists on the offensive end.
Yeah, he's played a really nice all-around game. For Assumption, I'm sure they're going to try to keep the ball as much as they can in their better free throw shooters. Mack, Stratman,
Bird,
Klosterman. They've got some good free throw shooters. Got to be careful we don't leave the basket totally unattended here. Somebody's leaking out.
Christensen defending the inbound. Klosterman gets to Harris.
Got a good spot to trap him.
And they foul.
Okay.
That'll be the 4th foul on Luke Wieskamp.
Yeah, only 2 seconds went off the clock, so I think that's a good possession for Muscatine. If you don't get a steal on the inbound, you got a foul. We had a good trap situation there, too.
It is a double bonus. So 2 free throws here for Reese Harris.
Boy, that double bonus comes out big, you know.
Yep. Makes the second. Extends the lead to 8. Hufford brings it up for the Muskies. Hy-Vee.
Here's where we got to look to score. We got to score, guys.
Hufford, long 3, short. Rebound, Bird.
Got a foul. Here's where you need to foul. We got to extend the game as much as possible here.
Now Christensen gets the foul. He'll foul Bird. 16 seconds in the 4th quarter.
Still a 3-possession game, Joe. With 16, it's going to be tough.
Rico Bird to the free throw line. Misses the first.
Okay, well, he's going to leave the door open just a crack.
Makes the second.
Okay, we've got to come down and score quickly here. Almost need a 3 here, Joe. We just got to shoot it. Yeah.
Floater, no good. Rebound by Klosterman. Wieskamp's going to commit his 5th foul, which that's all he could do. He's the only person there.
Really nice comeback for Muscatine.
Yeah.
They showed a lot of poise and a lot of heart coming back.
Had the lead to 6 with 45 seconds to play here.
Well, 5 even, I think. We were down to 5.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So give credit to Assumption. They showed a little bit of poise at the end, made enough free throws.
Klosterman makes the first, bumps that lead up to 10. His 11th point.
Yeah, anytime you can get 3 guys in double figures, I think that it's tough to beat a team. It's good balance.
Martinez for 3. Rims out.
Boy, I mean, he's had so many good looks tonight, and he just couldn't get that one to drop either.
And the Muskies will fall to Davenport Assumption 65-54. And we'll be back to break this one down for you on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network. We'll be back with the Hy-Vee postgame show.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary smooth track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our smooth track steering is so effortless, anyone could make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
At First National Bank, we strive to provide the best customer service both in person and online. Our mobile wallet offers you great features within our mobile app. Card controls, alerts, digital receipts. Mobile wallet is a free feature in our mobile app. Check it out today.
Affordable Metal Manufacturing provides cut-to-length rolled metal panels for commercial, residential, and agricultural roofing. We take pride in delivering our products with a short lead time, normally 3 days or less. Our panels are cut to the nearest 1/8 of an inch for greater efficiency and less waste. Affordable Metal can even roll your panels on site. Call today for a free quote and let us become your preferred supplier. Affordable Metal Manufacturing. Our business is rolling.
And welcome back to Muscatine High School as the Muskies fall 64-53 to Davenport Assumption. At one point, it was a 20-point lead for Assumption. Muscatine fought their way back to within 5 with under a minute to play in the fourth quarter, and then Assumption just kind of salted it away there in the last 20 seconds with free throws. But Coach Torelli has to be thrilled with what he saw tonight for the Muskies.
Oh, I think you're right, Joel. Number one, the Muskies played with a lot of heart. No quitting these guys, and they can take a lot of positives from this game. Even the end of the game situations there at the end, they're going to go over those things again, but just a lot of learning, a lot of teaching. But they should be very proud of their effort tonight, and I thought they played it was really a good high school game.
And I can say this too, having been a Muskie, having playing in this program, not just basketball but some other sports. Sometimes you find yourself not playing the man, you play the jersey, and Assumption benefits from that a lot of the time. They're the third-place team in Class 3A last year. At Muscatine, they looked right past that tradition and maybe some of the history that these two programs have with one another, and they gave it everything they had.
Absolutely. They really put a scare into Assumption. We got down to 5 there and really had a chance. I think we had the ball. 5 and the ball, and got a good look at it to cut it to 3.
And it wasn't flukes. It wasn't something. No. It was great defense. It was great rebounding, limiting the second chance opportunities for Assumption, and then coming down and executing good offense and multiple guys getting into double figures. Luke Wieskamp had 15. Diamond Crahy had 18. Dante Lee got to 11.
All at the end there.
Yeah, 11 points in the last 3 minutes to Dante Lee. But that's going to bring us to our Affordable Metal Manufacturing Player of the Game. You've got that Diamond Crahy. Is that who you have for that?
Absolutely. Diamond had an outstanding offensive night.
And then our Eastern Iowa Power Washers Cleanup Player of the Game, the guy who does the dirty work, Connor Christensen, comes in and gets his first start of the season. He's setting screens. He's getting rebounds on both sides of the glass, taking charges. He really was the catalyst for Muscatine tonight.
I think that's a perfect way to describe him, as a catalyst, Joel. And, in his leadership and poise on the floor. And, he really got it done tonight. I was very impressed with him.
Great effort from Coach Torelli and his charges tonight. They'll go on the road on Friday. We'll be back here Friday night as the Muskie girls come back to the home-friendly confines. So we have Wrestling Triangular on Thursday night. Wade McLeod and I will have Davenport Central, Davenport West, and Muscatine in a MAC Conference Triangular. Then Friday night, Bob Long's joining me for some girls basketball. And then on Saturday night as well. So it's been a busy week here. And then it's Christmas break. And we all can take a little bit of a breather.
And, Joel, we have a little bit of sad news. I know we were going to mention on the air the passing of Mike Benke.
Mike,
very sad news.
Longtime Muscatine Muskie supporter. I had the pleasure of playing for him on a few baseball all-star teams. His son Josh was my quarterback. I was an offensive lineman. So you're really close with your quarterback, Mike. A great friend of the program, great friend to all of us who played with his sons. He coached a lot of us in youth sports, but he was always the dad who was at every game. Whether his sons were playing in it or not, he was there to support his kids and his kids' friends. So Mike unfortunately passed away last week, and our thoughts with Jan, Zach, Julie, Josh's wife, and he leaves behind some grandkids as well. So our thoughts are with the Benke family. A tremendous leader in this community for many years, and he will be greatly missed by this town.
Yeah, great man, and as you said, it'll be missed by many. You told a story about him, offensive lineman.
Yeah,
I think that's
if the five of us didn't give up a sack, we got a Hy-Vee gift card on Monday. To protect his son, he took care of us.
I like that. That's the kind of guy Mike was.
So Mike's a fantastic person, and again, sad to hear that news. It's just, again, it's the family that is being a Muskie. And I'm fortunate to have my parents moved here in 1981, 3 months before I was born. And so it's just it's important for us to remember those folks who have given so many so that this generation of athletes can benefit from it as well. And Mike was definitely one of those people. That's going to do it for us tonight. I'm Joel Krausar alongside Coach Terry Youngbauer. This is the Discover Muscatine Sports Network. We'll see you on Thursday for some